Welcome to StarRupture. My name is Nilaus, and this is a new game that's upcoming. It's only in playtest, and the playtest just ended. It has been extended because I imagined that it was so successful, and I just managed to get a little bit of playtime in here at the tail end of the playtest, and oh my god, am I just blown away. This is Satisfactory, and it has the same vibe as Satisfactory, but there's more enemies and there's a lot of richer story and there's a unique world. It got me the same vibes that I got when I dove into Satisfactory for the first time back in 2019. So that's a pretty good recommendation. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be starting a new game. It's only available sort of in a playtest, and it won't be available for you right now, but follow it on Steam, and then when it comes out during the autumn, that's what it says, then we're going to be playing it a lot more. Let's just have a look at what they say for, let's call that YouTube. Let's say what they have to say on Steam. This says, StarRupture is a first-person open-world base-building game with advanced combat and tons of exploration. Play alone or in a group with this on the sublime and ever-changing planet. Extract and manage resources, create your complex industrial system, and fight off hordes of alien monsters. Sounds awesome. So the first part is like the first person open world base building. That's nice, but it's not just base building like Icarus or Valheim, but there's more factory aspect to it, which is pretty cool. We're gonna go through the tutorial because I think it's actually really well made, and it gets us sort of into the game and the mechanics.
I am Gal, your galactic assistance liaison. The Claywood Corporation would like to apologize for any inconvenience you may have experienced. You can now exit the lander and begin your introductory training.
Alright, so as always with these kind of first looks, if you find that interesting, leave a comment, leave a like. Let me know if you want to see more of this game. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more of this game. There's going to be a lot of talk in the beginning because it's a tutorial, so we'll just sort of merge in and out of this. We have a basic item printer where we can make some basic building materials. Really convenient way that we make basic materials so easily. Here we have some messages, and we are a convict, and we sort of have to work off our whatever term for whatever we've done, and then in order to understand. And look at this, looks amazing, doesn't it?
Arcadia 7 in the Rupture system. The goal of this training is to teach you to effectively acquire and produce goods for our clients. However, we'll begin with something simpler. Arcadia is often bombarded by meteorites, which are rich in resources. You have been equipped with a tool to acquire them. Use it to extract what's most valuable in the meteorite.
Alright, so we have our scanner. You can see in lower right hand corner it has these clips that fill up, and then it overheats in a second, but we got it just in time.
Everything here is fascinating.
The Claywood Corporation is very glad to see your enthusiasm. Most convicts do not share it.
Most of them are usually idiots who are unable to see the potential in being a pioneer on a new world.
Technically, you are not a pioneer. A lot of people have been to Arcadia before you.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, and besides, the quality of their research and observations was embarrassing. You need someone who'll notice the important things, like Darwin on the Galapagos Islands, but better.
I'm glad, but I will also remind you of your resource gathering duties.
Alright, we are working. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're just getting a little bit. These ones give us water, which we want. And we get a few of the meteorites. There's a good meteorite over here as well, so let's grab that one as well. We can also just grab other kinds of fruits. And so there's an aspect in terms of other games, like it reminds a lot about this traditional open world, base building, exploration, survival, you know, that drill. So we have food and water to maintain, which is not a big issue to maintain it, but it does require a little bit of effort. So it strikes a good balance of not being sort of too dominant in terms of sort of taking all of your time to do that. And we're just gonna roam around and get a few stuff, and then we'll go back and start building our first base. So equip the building tool and build the base core. Yes, that's we need there. So here we have titanium. So let's make our base here. That's a good place to make it. Building tool. So we get in here, and then we have the different categories of building tool. There's one thing, there's a number of things that I would like to have a little bit different. One thing I really love is that it's on a fixed 90-degree grid. Of course I like that. You can get it up and down. I'm gonna get it a little bit up so that... No, that's fine. I think this is a good place to... There we go.
Good work.
So that is the
You'll
base
need
core.
building materials to build the rest of the base. You can create them with the printer in your lander, but gather the necessary components first. Use the harvester to extract
There.
them, just
And
like you did with the meteorite.
Titanium. So we got pretty good amounts of materials. So let's run back to the lander and craft some more materials, because we need some base building materials to build something. And this one is protecting against the StarRupture, hence the name. The StarRupture is a random event. I don't know, it's probably on a cycle, and it can also slide, by the way. Body hop, kind of. Yeah, so random event that is something you need to seek shelter for, which is pretty amazing and changes the world as it happens. And we have our basic printer. We're going to make all of these. I'm going to make a maximum of all of that because we're going to need more than we have. So we got it. And look at that. There's no progress bar for making it. It just makes them instantly, which is super amazing. So we got it. We find and collect. What? Oh, we still need to find and collect. Oh, okay. Let me just do that.
Everything's ready. Now build the habitat that will protect your sleeve from Arcadia's dangers.
My sleeve.
Remember that your body is also a Claywood corporate investment, so it would be good to create a comfortable place for it.
I love that they call my body a sleeve, but okay. So now we can build a habitat, which we want to make next to it. So rotate, nice, and go up or down. I'm gonna have it here. Actually, could I make it like this? Yes. All right. Yeah, okay, it's a little bit bigger. And I think on this side, this is where we're going to be making... We need to get in there, so we need the airlock.
Now that you have your shelter, build a printer inside it. That way,
There we go.
you will always have it nearby, thus optimizing your work.
Basic printer.
Great. Now
Nice.
build a corporate terminal. That will allow you to complete assignments for different companies, which will, in turn, give you access to new buildings.
Can I build it here? Yeah, I can build it here, so it's right next to it. Alright, so this is a basic printer. Makes buildings, construction materials, and some basic ammo. Cool. This is a corporate terminal. This is where we get missions, you could say, or sort of objectives for completion. We need to deliver materials, and then that's how we get new tech. So it's kind of our tech tree, and it's also our sort of, milestones. So we get the level 1 for free. Yay!
The first reward was free, but you'll have to work for the next one. Send us some titanium.
How am I supposed to send what I've gathered back to Earth?
The same way you got here, but in reverse. Look
Committing
up
crime.
at the sky.
Yes.
Once you build an orbital cargo launcher, it will send supplies right through that rift. It will cover light years in seconds.
So let's make that. Let's make it here. Good. So to transfer energy, we need to. So here's the thing. This one has a rail, which is basically a belt. Belts are really cool because they're rails instead of belts. So that's pretty awesome. Then we also need some power, and any power that's connected to the grid here is connected. And rails also transfer power. So that's also really neat. So we need to get some power. That's going to be up here. Solar panels. We have quite a few. So let's mash a few of these. Here, 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 and here. That should get us some power. Good. And look at that. Rift up there. Yep. Not good. Well, or good. So, what can we do here? We can do corporate training. And then they want us to deliver this. So I can just put it in here.
As soon as we get the
There we go.
package, your reputation will increase.
And then we get a
which
little
will
bit of
unlock
reputation.
new schematics for you.
Then let's see how many we want. Oh, we need 5 of these. We get 1 point for every transfer, and we need 5 points for the next level. All right, and then when we get that, then we can unlock new stuff. So, anything else that we could build now? Oh yeah, we can build basic platforms as well.
The shipment has arrived.
Woohoo!
You've just proven you're useful, which means the corporation trusts you a little bit more.
Nice. So
You
we
acquired new schematics.
more excavator, and now we get
Go
rails.
ahead,
Sweet.
Claim your reward. We've just unlocked new building schematics for you. Can you guess what they're for?
Yes.
Trivial question. Of course I know what they're for. We'll automate production by excavating deposits and sending them between buildings using rails.
Impressive. You've used equipment like this before?
Hardly.
Like this.
It just doesn't make logical sense to extract everything by hand and run around from building to building. It'd waste my potential if I had to do that.
So 0.8
Exactly.
seconds
Let's
for
take
crafting.
advantage of those 3 doctorates.
Okay, and then what we want is we want to bring this, we go over to this cargo terminal here, we get refunded, and then they said, okay, they want more titanium, but this time they want 20 titanium. So we can actually use the rails. We could also see, one of the things I really miss is a Q button, like a Factorio Q button, so that if I want to build another one of these, I can just point at it and press a button and then I get it in hand, instead of I have to go in here, click through it and figure out it's down here, that one, and yeah, okay. And there, right? Good. So, we need to see, I also want some platforms. Oh, you can also build these platforms like more at a time by holding the right hand, which is, oh, yeah, and then holding it and then pressing left mouse to trigger it. There we go. Here's another build thing that I really hope that they're gonna be fixing. So this building is a 2x2 building. You can see 4 tiles. And that means this rail is in the middle. That means it's on the edge. But if the building is a 3x3, then the building is, the insert is not on the edge, it's in the middle of the tile, which means that if you have a 2x2 building and a 3x3 building, you cannot align them together, which is absolutely atrocious for someone like me. Yep, that's the big issues. Completely unplayable. For example, this one, as we build this, this is a rail splitter. Now this rail splitter will have to go from this one in here, but I can't make it, I can't move it half a tile over. Oh man, the horror. I don't know if I can live with this. And then we build it here. These are basically built. Think of them as built. They're super amazing.
You'll have more time to build out your base.
I have a question. Why didn't you install all available building schematics for me from the start? That would speed up my work even more.
All of the machines made available to you during your mission are delicate and extremely expensive. They are also bound by NDAs and patents. None of the companies working with the Claywood Corporation have granted permission to give you everything right away. You need to prove you are worthy of using the more advanced equipment.
But I already signed the NDA.
This will be best explained by the words of Annika Fisher, the CEO of Future Health Solutions, one of our partners. Playing recording.
There's no way I'm giving those animals access to my patents. They don't give a damn about law or intellectual property. But if it's necessary, and they earn it, so be it. Please don't quote me.
Please don't
Great
quote me.
work as usual.
And there we go, we
now
unlocked.
build the analyzer and research some local flora with it.
Okay. And we overheat it. I like this overheating and cooling down mechanic. So, let's go in here. We got the next reward. And that is now an analyzing station. Sweet. Which we'll then make. I don't think I have enough. That's here. Analyzing station. There. Sweet. This one we can then split. I only want to get one of these. And then we can claim it and get 5 points. It's not really much we get from each of these. Split. And it doesn't do anything.
Another
10
great
points.
day for
Nice.
science.
This one, Meteor Heart. That gives 1 codex unlocked. I don't think I want both of them. Oh, then I have to go out. Oh no, how do I get in there? Okay, I could just do this. Split. And you in there. I don't know what the first one codex unlocked means, but we'll do it. There you go. Right. So, explore the planet in search of plants. Okay, well that's the next thing. We also need some more construction parts. We'll max out the construction parts. And what we will build... Ah, see, here's the problem. If I am building another one of these, then I want to build that over here. Excavator. That can be built right there. Sweet. However, it's not powered. So the 2 ways to power it is either dragging the belts over here, or sort of I can either do it by getting rails there, so the rails are connected from here, and as long as they connect into here, then they should be powered, even though there's nothing demanding it. It is powered. Good. So what I can do this for is so I can go there and grab 100, so I don't have to mine it manually. These ones, let's also see if there's more we can do. They don't want anything anymore. Okay, so here's another interesting thing about these rails that work different from belts. You can see there's nothing on the belt because it doesn't transfer anything unless there is a demand, which also means that if there is enough in here for completing the milestone, then it will stop sending out from that location, which I think is super amazing and a really different perspective than usual. This one's working. We need to go out and find a few plants. Let's do that.
Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward. In the future, you will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with. The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves and will appreciate it when you choose them.
We're just going to throw a lot of these fruits in here, get a lot of points, very easy. And these collapse back together, and let's see. So now we have a lot of points, so we can go to this research station, and then we say we get them by applying the points.
It's time for the final stage of
It's a
introductory
smelter.
training.
Sweet, so we get a
Raw
smelter now.
materials aren't very useful to corporations, since they need to produce something with them anyway. Use the buildings you have available, and automate the production of the more valuable items.
Why can't they process them themselves? They have
They're lazy.
factories across the entire solar system.
This will be best explained by a private conversation recorded between two executives at the Griffiths Military Corporation.
So you're telling me all tax laws apply within the solar
Don't have
system?
enough.
Dude, mining tax, space fee, deductions for extraterrestrial income, sensitive cargo insurance costs. Legally, none of that applies there. They can't even impose customs duties. It's free money, man.
I don't know why I asked.
Free money, man. Good. Let's get some more construction materials. Maximum. There we go. So we got a lot now. It's so easy to make the construction materials, which I absolutely love. So you can kind of just go crazy with something. For example, here. That one. And then get the rail. There. So I'm gonna be getting something in here. That means we need to get to that. And then I want to make that smelter, the new smelter that's under industry. Like this, maybe? Yeah. And back to the rails. You can see that if there was a hotkey for this, it would be really nice. And that goes into that one, and then everything is now hooked up. I just need to choose which one it does. Oh, malfunction. Alright, that's probably because some idiot decided to have so many of these. There.
We're nearing the end of our training. Please answer the following questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, how anxious does being incinerated alive make you feel?
Since this is the first question, to establish a good baseline, I will answer 5.
Yeah,
Understood.
5.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how afraid are you of arachnids about 1 meter in diameter?
No.
It's unnerving how specific that question is.
Yeah,
There's no need.
There you go.
Questions
More
never
so.
killed anyone.
although they cast shade. Questions never hurt anyone. Not really true, but okay. Okay, so let's see if it works. Yep, it's feeding in here. And this is feeding in, and then it splits into 3. And that should make our milestone complete pretty damn quick. But we are also, if you look at our power here, we can see that we are using 45 and we have 80 completed. Reach level 5 and claim the rewards. Right, so we also need to set this one up at some point, but since we don't have anyone who needs it yet, we're going to be focusing on this one. And, well, that's a pretty good setup. Level 5 unlocked. That was incredibly quick. And there, level 5. Then we get platform modules, advanced habitat modules, and advanced platforms. Sweet. There we go. This playtest build features an early glimpse at the work in progress slice of the game. Not all features are present, but it's a first taste of the fun that awaits you in StarRupture this autumn. This autumn. Yes, we look forward to it. As your basic training on Acadia 7 is over, you can now expand your base, optimize production, explore the world, try to survive. But before venturing forth, it's a good idea to gear up, equip some weapons, and collect consumables. Watch out for your vital stats and the dangers that lurk for you. Yes, we're going to be going a little bit further because there's 2 more things we want to see.
This is the end of your introductory training. But remember that Arcadia 7 is a dangerous place, and a person will spend their entire life, or lives rather, learning from it. Stay alert, gather information, and don't worry. I'm always by your side, watching your every move.
Yay.
Is that a threat?
It's for your own safety. I will now remove the introductory training restrictions. Location barrier disabled. Sedative injector disconnected. Communications channel active. Awakening other crew members ready. The Claywood Corporation hopes you will have a wonderful adventure and quickly pay off your debt. Good luck.
Thank you. Alright, so we are now on our own here. We got a staircase, that's the first thing we want to do. What else can we now build in the habitat? We can build a vertical connector. Yeah, okay, but that's not what we want. None of this corporate terminal analyzing basic printer. Okay, so there's nothing new in here. Yeah, nothing new in here. The new fences and stuff like that. So what we want to do is we want to go over here and take a look at, this is going to be how it looks like we're going to be driving our progress. So we can go in here and say, okay, I can either use my points that we get from the analyzing station to unlock instantly, get a regeneration chamber. We can go in here. Selenium is generally, what is it generally? It's generally industry parts. Here, Griffith is weapons. That would be nice. And recipe stations for making new recipes, and the map later on. Personal storage and a storage depot. So it's like a lot of things. All of them are interesting. And what we then want to do is want to go out here and look at the launcher, because that's how we get the points. By just getting to see, okay, so what is it? You could, for example, get the titanium bars, and then that would get your progress. Is there anyone else who also wants titanium bars? Yeah, you can also get titanium bars. Sure, then we can make progress on 2 of those at the same time. Any other ones need titanium bars? Yeah, you need titanium bars. Sure, so you can also do titanium bars. And we saw low hydration, so we just pop one of these. Yummy. And another one. Okay, food is also getting a little bit low. So what we want to do now is we want to set all this up. We want to set up an equivalent part for that over here, because we also need some places where we can get some of this in here. Some calcium, no, some wolfram bars, yes. So let's build that. So I built a very rudimentary setup for this part, for the wolframite, whatever. We can just take these and just put them into something that needs it. This one, yes. We don't have the calcite yet, because that's a little bit further away, but now everything is in progress. This one I think I want the most, so I'm also going to take that. There we go. So now they're just running in here and trying to balance out with all these. Perfect. And it's going to take a little bit of time. And the base is just chugging along. There is one concern though about this, and that is this one has a particular cooling capacity, base core, and current production is cooling capacity is 115 out of 100. So we're actually over capacity on the cooling. So we should be upgrading it if we could, but that's expensive. That's something we don't have, and that's something we don't have. So I'm already now sort of building a base that's bigger than it's intended, I guess, which is kind of silly, but hey, you're not supposed to build like a factory game, but just having like a small base. But hey, I like this base. It's nice, and we get things going, and then we can just wait until one of the milestones comes through and see what we get of new stuff.
Great work. Future Health Solutions is now receiving all requested items.
Awesome.
New rewards and tasks are waiting for you in the terminal.
So this one can just be here.
Delivered. The
at the-
Moon Energy Corporation thanks you for your shipment. You can claim your reward in the corporate terminal.
That's another one that completed. Selenium is also done. Yeah. So that's gonna be, and there we go. So that goes
the
quickly
Selenium
now.
Corporation thanks you for your shipment.
Perfect.
Your
3
rewards are
unlocks.
waiting in the corporate terminal.
First one, we get a regeneration chamber. That means we can regenerate. Second one is a fabricator, so we can make more advanced stuff. You can see lots of recipes over on the right hand side. And the third one is a recipe station. So let's get the recipe station. That's something we can definitely just build in here. Recipe station. There you go.
Congratulations! You
This
can
one-
now unlock new functionality for your buildings at the recipe station.
So for example,
the buildings
we
can
can't
already
do
do these
calcium.
things. Why would we need to unlock anything?
Arcadia 7
Basic building
is a
blocks,
very
you can make that.
particular place
Interesting.
full of specific resources
Titanium.
and requirements.
I don't want that. Oh, I didn't have
The
enough.
building's programming needs to be updated as these requirements
And titanium
change,
sheets and
to
this
avoid
one. So
unnecessary
these ones we
clogging
need.
up memory as well as transfer fees.
It's the Claywood Corporation that determines the cost of transfer. You could lower the price and everything would go smoother.
I'll respond with one of Mr. Claywood's favorite sayings. This is exactly why you're not the richest person in the world.
Start by unlocking some new recipes here. I want to unlock that one so we can get titanium beams, and I want to unlock also titanium sheets. Use a few of our points, and I also want to unlock the wolfram plate. Rotors, we can't do that because we have to find a rotor out in the world first, and the calcite, we need more calcium first. Good. So what we're going to need now is go over here and figure out what they want. So we have now, that's some calcite something, this is some titanium rod, this is still working on the first milestone, this is also some titanium, and this is also working on the first milestone. So I think we can definitely do this one. So let's try to make some titanium rods over here. That means it'll be taken out from you. And then we need a fabricator, which is also an industry thing there. And I'm just gonna make it like this. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna make it in a different way. So I just rotate a little bit. One thing I would love to be able to is having a little bit easier time to figure out ratios. So this one's producing at 0.8 per second. This one is taking 2 per 2 seconds. But is that 2 outbound per 2 seconds? Probably. It looks like it comes out in 2. And this one is 2 per 2 seconds. So it looks like it's in the same ratio here. And we're getting the titanium rods out, but no one is demanding it. So it doesn't go out on the pipes yet until it has a destination. So we can go for this selenium one. Go for the same with the selenium one again, because that's the only thing that needs this. Then it will be completed fast. There.
Congratulations!
Oh, we unlocked
Clever
something
Robotics
else.
has received its order. A reward for fulfilling the order is waiting for you in the terminal.
And that's this one. And then I'm gonna be doing this. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of fine. So here, this is 135. This is actually the gun. So this is the most important one. Once we get that, we'll also change all these locations to other launchers, the ones that need something else. So what are we gonna go in here? We got clever robots, personal storage. I mean, not amazing, but it's nice to just be able to store our junk in a personal storage. Personal storage. There we go. We can put it on the wall like this. Pretty neat. Any other recipes that we can get? Smelter? No, can't do that yet. Anything down here? Tube? No, that's definitely too advanced. But there's definitely lots of recipes. Analyzing station. We can get some points by throwing things in here. I don't want to do that. Once we have the gun, then we can get started on the next part. Now we want to make titanium beams, which also comes from titanium here. So we're gonna need to expand our area here. That one. Go. And we need to take this out, because we need to spread this with a splitter here. And then they go back to rails. You go in to that one. Rails go out from here to here, but now they also go out into that one, which will now get
Griffith's Blue Corporation is grateful for all of your shipments.
Awesome.
Remember that supporting this particular company will allow you to upgrade your arsenal, which
There we
will
go.
certainly help in surviving the UPP-7. We hope it will help you better deal with the planet's dangers.
What about ammo? Pistol ammo. 42 pistol ammo, that's not much. Oh, it's 200 and something. Okay, 10 more. There you go. That should get us ammo going here. Perfect. Alright, so that was all of these over here. So I think I want to change this to something else. Let's see, figure out what we can do. We can do the Wolfram plates, or we can do wires. Okay, so this calcite we can't get because that sucks. We don't have calcite yet, but we can make a factory like the other one, with Wolfram plates and Wolfram here. So let me try to reorganize this a little bit. I think I need to push it all a little bit back. Okay, so these ones, you're now making 2 for 2 seconds, 3 for 2 seconds. So that goes in. There you go. The other one, yeah. I can at least take half and chuck that in. Good. And then it needs to go out into new locations. I kind of feel that we need to split this into multiple locations. Yep. And that means, yeah, it means I need more space. Luckily, everything is super easy to make, but we're also way over our consumption, or our support for the cooling. So that's going to be a problem down the line. Don't care right now. We're going to use some launchers here. Low hydration, that's kind of important, isn't it? 1, 2. Oh, not enough resource. Alright, we need to get more. And we need to get more hydration there. All good.
Ah, gotcha.
Here, to here. That one goes in here. That one goes in here. This one's straight line out because they are 3 wide and 1 wide, but this will now not be able to match because this is on the middle, this is on the lines, and this one is connected in the middle. Big issue. Here and here. Sweet. And now this one was making Wolfram. So whoever wanted the Wolfram, there, you. Moon core. Moon core. And the other one's future something. Future health. There you go. That should work. It does not work because malfunction. We have way overstrained our power network. So we just expand our power network again. And like here, there is actually a consideration or a limit on it. This is what I showed you with the cooling thing on cooling capacity on our network here, on our tower. That's way overstrained, but I'm kind of ignoring that right now and then just let that be a thing later on. But they're working. That means now everything is sort of chugging along at a decent rate. What I can do now is I can go out. We have a gun. We can reload the gun. I'm ready to go. I have 400 shots. We are ready to go out. So heading out, I think we're gonna head out to... Ooh, there's a thing up there. Let's head up to that one. That's a ruin of some civilization. That's always a good thing to go for. It actually is the case that this is also counting as a weapon. So we should keep that in mind. That we can also use that as a weapon. And then we're just going to be sort of roaming out here. And at some point, we'll probably encounter some enemies of sorts. And then we'll panic. And reveal that I am a factory player and a factory gamer and not a first-person shooter. Oh, crap. There they are. Luckily, this one works. These blue blobs here. And then we reload so we can discharge. Hey, look at us being super efficient here. Oh, yeah. Anything to pick up? Nope. Oh, there's a definite combat music. Where? There. I love that you know that something is coming for you because the music changes. More over here. So that blue goop is something... Oh, there's more. These are nice and squishy. Alright, all good. So far, so good. I wonder if there's something over here that... where they're coming from. We also get some exploder biofab. No? There's this one. But I know that one doesn't work until we actually get the map unlocked, so... Too bad. We are gonna go get some more... this. More asteroids. Whenever we get an asteroid, I think we want to just take it. Slowly working our way towards this cliffside location, but we are seeing something here. Someone has been here before. Jetpack and... okay, I get one tube. Wow, fat loot. Alright, alright. We're getting closer to something. There it is. But we're taking these as we go along. So, just kind of mining what we can along the way. And then we'll get up there eventually. Okay, we're getting closer. I want to move around this area so we can get in from a... We can't climb the cliffs, so we need to go around and find a proper way in. And if we happen to find any more asteroids, that would be nice. How many asteroids do we have? We have 7. Okay, I would like to come back with 10 asteroids because that's what I need for the upgrade. Then we have some purple plants over there. And then we have a sneaking suspicion that bad stuff is gonna happen when we get in here. I can use my gun, or I can use this farmer. Yeah, okay, I see something blue up there. There's no way that's gonna work. Alright, I'm gonna walk in instead of running, so I don't use my energy. And here they come. I want to take those out. Oh, these are a lot tougher. Look at that. Yes, die, please. Reload. Run! Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Whew. Reload. Okay, so we have a shield and we didn't take any real damage, we only took shield damage. Alright, we're good. And the gun. Reload.
Your cargo has reached the Selenian Corporation.
Perfect. That's
You've
nice.
completed another order, and your reward is waiting in the corporate terminal.
Okay, let's explore a little bit more here. Calcite sheets, that one we don't need. I mean, we'll take it anyway.
Gotcha.
Our inventory is not doing great. Oh, loot. Unknown sphere. I'll take it. Oh no. Oh crap. Oh, they are very good at jumping. Okay, that's one. No idea how many. Oh, the blue ones, we really want to get those out. Maybe the gun is better. Okay, so you can't sort of sidestep them. Okay, let's regenerate our shields. We're down to 2% shield. There we go. Shield is regenerating. And that one also needs to regenerate. Or cooldown. I love this cooldown mechanic. It's such a cool idea. Alright, there's probably more up here, but then... Let's go back in here, this area. Okay. Spot for things. Nothing else. There was this one, which we did take. And, oh, there's something here. Dead body. An air jumper LEM. Reduced double jump cost by... Oh, that's an... Okay, so that's an upgrade thingy. I think I need to drop some things from my inventory, because that's not necessary for me to walk around with these things. There and there. Good. So those are now good to go. Alright, let's move into more area. Okay. Yeah. Griffith Blue Corp. I'm just kind of expecting the combat music to start anytime. That is rubble. Unknown media
Great.
storage. That seems good. So this rubble is war bonds. And a rotor. Okay, so now with the rotor we can actually research rotors. Sweet, because we needed to find one first. Oh, there's low something, war bonds. Beams and... that didn't work. Okay, so something else has to go here. Maybe I don't need this. Drop that. Maybe... Can we... Maybe I don't need that much pistol ammo. That's a dangerous proposition to take. And then we don't know what these are. Unknown sphere, we don't know what that is. Oh, it gives 250 research points. Nice. That one we definitely don't need. The beams, we can also just make that ourselves. Tubes, we don't know if that's not something we can make. So, yeah, and then we need to get some food up and running. Food and water, so all is good. And there. So we're topped up on food and water. And we can continue and exploring. War bonds and an unknown sphere. I'll take it. Moving up. War bonds and calcium powder. Doesn't seem like something we'd want. Double jump. Love the double jump. There's also some fat loot down here. Yes. No and no. This calcium I kind of need it because I don't have an excess. Calcium block. No thanks. Dead body. What is this? This is unknown vial. Whoa, 350 and a little bit of ammo. We don't need the ammo. Okay, that's pretty good stuff. Lots of research points from this. This must be clickable. Pressurized helium. And a synthetic resin. I don't know what those are, but probably something we need at some point. More stuff down here? Don't bother with that. We can make that ourselves. Okay, so let's go back here and find the last bit of this area that we haven't discovered. That is this part.
I am detecting increased
Oh,
rupture
crap.
activity.
Oh crap.
Prepare yourselves for a wave.
Where? Where's the wave? That's not great. Where's the wave? Oh, wave? What? Wave? Is that like an attack wave? It must be. No combat music. Oh, I'm freaking out. I am so freaking out now. Right, I'm gonna just continue. And there's something down here. War bonds, titanium rods, wolfram. That war bonds. Fine.
Gotcha.
And jump here. Nope. That is, again, weird stuff. Item printer. Oh, it's an item printer destroyed. Life giver. Okay. Oh, now they're here. I don't know what that is. I need to get out of here. I don't want to fight them here. Oh, crap. Let's try to run away here. And it just boosts right before you land. It should be fine. Oh, wave incoming. That's not good. That's another thing. We need to go back because that's yep, that's the sun is exploding and we're exploding. I need to run. So the whole thing about the wave incoming. Oh, the 14 seconds. Oh, that's not great. Yeah. We're supposed to be back here. Okay. I don't think...
Rupture's eruption has started. StarRupture has started. Hide.
Hide. High temperature, no shit. It's too hot outside. Oh, crap.
Extreme temperature detected.
Well, I mean, I wanted to show you this this feature, so that's the thing. We forgot to build the regeneration chamber. Oops.
Wait, did I just die? What happened?
A copy of your consciousness is always being sent to the last used regeneration chamber.
I don't think we want to go out there.
Welcome to your new sleeve. The first one's free. Each one after that will of course be added to your debt.
Fascinating. So much data in such a short time.
Ow, ow, ow.
I even remember when my heart stopped. Impressive. I'll gladly learn more about this.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like where we want to go out. So we need to stop to stand in here and wait for this to pass. This too shall pass.
Temperature returning to normal.
Okay, so it's returning to normal. That means we should be able to get out here. Should? Returning or returned to normal. Very high temperature.
Rupture has incredible power.
Now I think it's okay. It's not okay. Nope, very high temperature. We have to wait a bit. There we go. It stopped. And now everything has turned to ash, which is a super cool feature. So we showed two features at once. Two features and one me lack of feature. My lack of feature was my inability to fight efficiently, but that's just gonna be fun. Then we also showed the rupture thing, which happens randomly, and then there's way too little time to get home. There was this set wave incoming, and that was apparently not a wave of enemies, but a wave of rupture thing. So everything here is too hot, and my core here is trying to cool it down, but since I built the base too big, it's cooling down way too slow. So now the game here looks incredibly boring and bland, and that's because, well, we everything is burned. But you can see things are starting to cool down. We can walk on this. We can also sort of heat this, manually try to cool it down. We have low critical hydration. That kind of sucks because there's nothing we can do about it. We can go up here, and we have some helium extractor. I mean, it's a thing. The other ones are almost there, but not really. So we need to go out and find our corpse because that's where we have the food. And there's also another issue we have with this, and that is because there is no because the planet just got scorched, there is no water left. That means there's no water lilies for us to drink. So we need to find our corpse, and that means we run back here. We don't have the whole game looks different now. So it's going to be a little bit tricky to find it. It was somewhere on the way home in panic, and there's no visibility, but gradually the planet will regenerate, which is super cool. There's also another feature of this is that the enemies are also killed off. They do respawn, but right now there are no enemies. So if we want to run back, then now is a really good time to run back.
I'm too hungry to think.
This is someone very dead. Let's take all.
Great.
And then go in and eat. And drink. Rations here. Use. Yes. We also need to heal. Our health is low, so we need this for healing. We can also pop... oh, don't have that. Heal. And heal more. There we go. We're healthy, we're good. And we can then go back up here to the location we tried to get to, because now it is safe. It should be. Let's get our... this one in again. Okay, so we got to show the respawn mechanic, we got to show the rupture, the StarRupture mechanic, and we got to show some combat. That's pretty awesome. And you can see that there's stuff out here. And then also as we get into this location, you can see that small patches of green are starting to come forward, which is really nice. And new asteroids are dropping as part of the rupture. I mean, all of these things just so amazing, so cool features to add, and it just means the game has this rhythm. And I think that you'd want to keep enough building materials so you can build a new safe habitat wherever you are if you're too far away. I think that's a safe way of doing it. But let's go up here and try to sort of loot up there and see what's in here. So in here, there's a tablet we can read here. Notes for the LEM system testing report. So we get a little bit of mission data and some interesting things here. Ooh, nice. What is this? Can I? No, I can't drink it immediately. But we did get another thing, didn't we? We have a lot of interesting things that I want to go back with. We have air jumper and these ones. These are like upgrades. So I think that's how we need to figure out how that works with the upgrades. Right. I don't know. That's fine. So we get a little bit of lore dumps here and there. And then I think we want to just head home for this. Oh, there's something in... No, I have been in there. So we have been in this area. This is pretty cool. More war bonds. Nice. Ceramics. New building materials. And then let's head home before everything respawns. As we're heading home, we can see the planet is slowly regenerating. It's no longer gray and ashen. There's little bits of green here and there. And we have... some of the things are still too hot, and we do want to upgrade this. So, for example, in here, base core, hold to remove temperature. Oh, it's still too hot. And we can just pull it, and then we can use it. Then we can go down here and upgrade, and we can get those in here. So we need to get 300 this and 300 this in order to get this upgraded. Maybe that's not what we want to do now, but that's certainly something we can do. We can also go in here for the analyzing station. That's this one. And then some of the stuff that unknown sphere. Oh no, fatal error. Is the game still alive? Well, the game crashed. And there are no autosaves in the game. It's a playtest. So had to sort of reload an earlier save before we actually went up there. But I think it's also sort of a good time for us to wrap up this this first look, because it did achieve the idea of the first look. We did see the rupture thing, we did see the enemies, we did see the exploring, we did see base building, we did see how we unlock tech. There's so much more, and now there's also a story of what happened to the previous pioneers, all that stuff. But that's something that comes in early access or maybe later. So the conclusion of this is I am super excited about this game. I think it's incredibly fun to play. You can also play it in a small multiplayer group. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to play single player. I think it's an absolutely amazing game. It's really almost ready. I mean, that fatal crash was a little bit unfortunate, especially without autosave. But, you know, it is what it is. And it gives us still a pretty good impression of why this is not a release yet. So it gives us an impression about the game, which is most important. I think this looks amazing. I think it plays really well. I think it's super fun, and I think it has amazing gameplay loop. So I'm going to be playing this once it comes out, and I hope that you will be joining me on that journey. It'll probably be both on YouTube and Twitch. We'll come up with some base designs and sort of telling the story and all that stuff in both parallel on YouTube and Twitch. That's my expectation. So very nice to see a new game that I'm excited about jumping into when it comes out. So let's just hope it doesn't get delayed. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to hit the like button and let me know if you have other upcoming games that we should take a look at, and then we'll do so. Thank you for watching.
Cargo
Until next
has
time.
reached the Selenian Corporation. You've completed another order, and your reward is waiting in the corporate terminal.
And stay effective.